What is your American dream?
My American dream is basically, I don't want to be too wealthy, I don't really care. I just want to live an average life. I want to bring home some money to my parents because my parents are the ones who raised me. They gave me everything, they came from India here just so we could have a better life. So I just want them to have a good life and I want to be able to take care of them.
America is a really diverse place, rich in culture, and I hope it stays the same forever.
Live your life to the fullest and not having to worry about day-to-day problems that just keep on going on.
I don't have an American dream, but I do have a dream for America. It's just for equality and everybody to be in peace and everybody to treat others as they want to be treated.
My American dream is to become an NYPD and do well in future and make my parents proud.
My dream is already here. We own hotels, we own restaurants, what else you need? I'm good, thank you God.
I do have a dream, and that's the reason I left my family in India to get some good money so they can have a good life in India. I want my family to be here. I will live with them. Maybe God fulfill my dream or not, that I don't know, but I'm trying my best.
Free, liberal society where everybody respects everybody and has a life together, right? Has a society together. That's what American dream is for me.
Everybody live happily and culturally rich at the same time, exploring their dreams and getting them.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Groundhog Sam! Kim.
Hey, Sam, what's that?
Labels!
Oh, my God!
We're ready to send all the T-shirts out to the Brat Squad! I'm gonna help.
Oh, thanks, Sam. Let's do it.
Let's go.
First, Sam, we're gonna fold the shirts, okay? You know how to fold?
Yes, of course I do, Kim. Come on, I wasn't born yesterday.
Good point. No, you weren't.
No,
you
I
weren't.
wasn't.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, Sam, where are you? Sam?
This is harder than I thought.
Sam? I thought you said you knew how to fold shirts.
I thought I did.
That's okay. You can help me label the envelopes, okay?
Okay, that I could do. Can you fold this for me?
I'll help you, Sam. Okay, Sam, this shirt's folded. Are you ready to put it in the envelope?
Kim, I'm stuck!
Sam, you were supposed to do the envelope. How did you get inside?
I got stuck.
Oh.
This is harder than I thought.
Yeah, it is. That's okay. How about you stuff this inside the envelope? You think you can do that?
I think so.
Okay.
As long as I don't get caught again.
You got this.
I think so.
You got this.
Oh. Okay, I did it. Kim, I did it.
Yeah!
I did it. We did it. Kim, it's ready to go. All the T-shirts are ready to go.
Well done. You did it. High five, buddy.
We did it.
Yeah.
High five. Teamwork.
Now you got one more job to do.
I know. Intro the show.
Okay.
Oh, hello, everybody. Did you miss yesterday's episode of Brad Show Live? Well, in case you did, Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias took another journey on the International Express known as the 7-Train subway in New York City. He tried Turkish food and he also had some Indian desserts and everything looked delicious. And the desserts had silver in them. It was so fancy. It's amazing to see all the different culinary delights that come from all the different cultures who live and work in New York City and the surrounding areas. Amazing. I'm gonna have to go with him on his next train ride because I want to try those desserts. Anyway, what's on today's show? You'll just have to watch and see. Enjoy. We're gonna get all these to the post office. Yay! You're all gonna have Groundhog Sam on your backs now. Yeah!
All right, welcome everybody. So the shirts are finally out. This was Belgium. By the way, welcome everybody. This is Brad Show Live. If I didn't say we are live today, my name is Brad Bernstein. For those who don't know, I'm always joined by Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias.
Hi.
How are you? And as we were saying, the T-shirts from our share game where we promised everybody a Groundhog Sam T-shirt, and it took us longer than it took us to start the show today because we started the show only 8 minutes late.
Wow.
But it took us, not bad, Not bad.
All right.
Not bad.
That's good.
Not bad at
Progress,
all. It is a lot of progress. Thank you very much, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
There you go.
And,
Great show.
I'm going to keep using that joke until it just wears to the bottom.
Listen, it makes me giggle every time.
As soon as you stop laughing at that joke, I think I've used it for 5 days in a row now.
I laugh at a lot.
Laugh at everything.
Yes.
I laugh at a
Using
lot.
that for a long time.
Exactly. So it took us only 5 weeks or so, or thereabouts, to get the T-shirts out to everybody. So everybody who shared on that particular sunny day in the middle of the summer,
Yes.
and got us to our first time ever at 700 shares on Facebook. All of those people will be getting in the mail sometime over Labor Day weekend or early next week. A Groundhog Sam T-shirt.
Yeah.
Now, what we would ask everybody to do, okay, is if you take a photograph of yourself or someone you love, or maybe someone you don't love so much but you can deal with, in the T-shirt, and you forward it to Belgium Kim. That is how your name will get in the drum on a twice.
Oh, so next time we do something with the drum.
They will have your name goes in twice.
Oh, wow.
So it's 2 times. It's like American Express, where they're like, if you're on American Express, double points for using Uber or something. All right, so we're going to give you double chance to win.
Yeah.
If you and then we'll make a collage and we'll put, we'll do like a whole little thing on our show.
Yeah.
And we'll show 30, 40,
awesome.
50, 60. We've sent out 100 and I don't know how many T-shirts.
We sent out 57 T-shirts.
57. What do I know?
Where
So
do you
we've
get
sent
that
out
100 from?
57 T-shirts. We sent out 57
Right.
T-shirts. Why did I buy 300 then?
Just in
That's
case
a
we need-
great question, Brad.
So we have
For that
300
answer.
T-shirts, but we sent out 57 of them. If you send a picture of you or someone you love or someone you kind of, whatever, we will give you 2 chances to win, and you don't even have to make a comment on that day. So maybe you'll miss that day. Maybe you don't feel like talking
you'll
that
be
day.
in there.
But you will be in the share game when we come back. But you got to send us the picture. Send it to Belgium Kim.
Yep.
Either on Facebook through Instant Messenger on Facebook.
Yep.
Or if on YouTube, how do they do it?
YouTube, you can't send a direct message, so you can either email it to me.
What is your email?
Kim@bradshowlive.com. Super simple.
Or just like the Facebook page so you can go on there.
Yeah, but we want to get their
Or you can go to Harlem, find Kim walking the streets there, and then say, "Hey Kim, take a selfie. Yeah, walk the streets tonight there in Harlem, right?"
I stroll around my hood.
You never know. 2, 3 in the morning, you can find her on 125th Street, just hanging out on the corner,
Just chilling.
just chilling. And you can just say, "Here, Kim, look, take a picture of me.
Yeah.
Wear the T-shirt and go find her in Harlem. That's where she lives, right?"
We're going to have people going through Harlem being like, Belgium Kim! Belgium Kim!
Until you find her, you just say, "Hey, take my goddamn picture and put me 2 times."
Exactly.
So those are the
No
3
problem.
options, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Corner me. You can
Corner you in Harlem.
Right, corner me in Harlem.
Right.
Send me a private message on Facebook. Send me an email at kim@bradshowlive.com, or you can even send me a DM on Instagram.
Do you know something I just thought of? I don't know where Jonathan lives. He's never invited me to his home.
I'm in
You're also in Harlem.
135th and 8th.
You're on so you could corner Jonathan on 135th and 8th.
I definitely walk those streets.
And he's definitely going to be there at least for 4 more weeks.
Yep.
Because he came in today. He says, "You know what I just did? I just paid the rent. I got no money." You just came and go, "I'm broke. I just paid the rent."
Exactly.
Yeah, that paycheck that means nothing because it goes to your landlord.
That's right. Landlord's rich, Jonathan's not. Basically how it works.
Very true.
That's fair.
So welcome everybody, and so your T-shirts will be going out. We will be answering your immigration questions in a little bit, but before we do that, we have a couple of things we got to do. like we got to say hello.
Yes.
We got to schmooze.
Yep.
Yes.
We got to remind everybody, what to do on the internet because, there's probably 3 or 4 people out there who probably still don't know how to navigate their way around. So we feel it's our duty to tell them how to follow and like us and what to do in that sense.
Definitely.
And then we have probably go off the tracks for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just talk about stuff we never even thought of
Right.
that we were going to talk about.
That we should have never mentioned.
That we shouldn't have mentioned. Find our way back.
Yep.
Maybe there's some weird stories out there about Chinese people who can't conceive for 4 years. You never know what. You never know. Look at Jonathan. Jonathan's breathing heavily already.
Or they can, they just don't know how
Yes,
to.
right. In the meantime, we do have to say hello to everybody. Barbara Lord, Joy Palmer. You know what I'm going to do? YouTube. We're going to start with YouTube first.
Yo,
I'm going
Tamika is hilarious.
I'm going to start. Well, what did Tamika say?
She said, because everybody's asking why am I here today because they're thinking I'm supposed to be on Grand Hustle.
Yeah,
which is coming on. But Tamika said, Yo-Yo's broke. That's why he's here today. Yes, extra hours.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about BET.
Right.
All right, at Bradshaw Live. Okay, Bradshaw Live ain't a bad employer compared to BET, right?
This is very true. Very true.
You would think a big,
No.
You would think.
No, you know what they say? They say, we're making you famous, all right?
That's basically what it is.
That's our pay, right?
Yeah.
Right? And we give you free alcohol while filming.
Right.
But I give free alcohol while filming too.
See?
I mean, so,
Yeah, you do. But I don't live in a mansion.
No, you don't.
He lives in a mansion on Grand Hustle.
Yes, but he's living with about 10 other people who are miserable to live with for the most part.
Yes.
Right. It's not like, here at least you're living in a small green room, but at least you like the people you're with.
The people I'm with.
Right.
So that's fine.
There's a big difference. There's a big difference.
We're more pleasant than George. That's
Yeah,
so freaking lootly.
Yeah, so Jonathan will be on Grand Hustle tonight. So before we
Yes.
say hello to everybody, I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
So before Tamika let the big secret out of the box, I
Right.
guess.
That's
And
been happening
yes,
the past 6
Jonathan will
weeks.
be on Grand Hustle this evening on BET, where he competes with several other people. It's getting smaller and smaller by the
There's only
week
7 of us
to
now.
get a job with TI. Every week we pray here at Bradshaw Live that Jonathan will lose. Okay? I mean, we love him, but every week we pray. At the end of the show, I watch it and I'm like, F it.
Damn.
I'm not even damn. I'm like, F. He's still on there another week. So, Jonathan, tell us what you think may be happening this evening, and will you be on there after this evening? You can't say.
I can't say that.
I don't
but
even.
I can.
I don't
say-
even know myself.
Right. I can
Can't even
say
tell
for
me.
those who do watch it, this will be a surprise elimination.
Well, even though you just spoiled it and said it was going to be a surprise elimination.
No, it's going to be somebody they're pretty surprised to
Oh,
go.
it's going to be a fan favorite.
Apparently, Jonathan, in the booth where we have several people.
Yes.
Apparently, they're not big fans of the Grand Hustle.
Ooh.
Because in weeks past, when you would say it's coming up at 10 o'clock, they would at least put a picture of the Grand
Right.
Hustle up
I
and
know.
the time and when to see Jonathan.
Hating.
Nothing. They're not even they're just saying, "What's up, Brad Squad?"
Right.
I mean, they're not.
They
there's
hating on the hustle.
They're not liking the hustle these days.
Damn.
Dang
That's a damn.
it. That's a damn.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
A damn.
I mean, I don't like to call them out, but I mean, that's. They're struggling right now to find the picture of Grand Hustle.
They're like,
right?
where's it?
They're like, it's in the
Where's it?
computer. It's in the machine seat. It's in the machine
Where's
somewhere.
the machine? The machine ate it.
They're not even talking right,
Right.
now. They're just angry.
Wait.
All right. So what time will it be on? What channel is it on?
It's on BET. It'll be on 10/9 Central. So.
Right, and you're competing for a job with TI.
Yes, a 6-figure salary with TI.
So then you will not be broke when you go pay the rent.
If I win.
If you win.
That's a big if.
If you win.
It's a big if. We're halfway through.
What
right
is
now.
the secret surprise today?
It's not a secret surprise. It's just people won't see it coming. Like who gets eliminated, they're gonna be very surprised and
You know what?
possibly not too happy.
Oh, are you saying that you're eliminated tonight?
I don't know. You gotta watch it. Oh, there it is.
Are you? They finally found it in the
Right.
machine. Are you? You know what? Maybe Jonathan's going to be eliminated tonight. Maybe that's like his hint.
But he said people wouldn't be too happy, and we just said that we would be ecstatic if he got voted off.
Majority of people won't be too happy.
I want you to know something. Every time, I don't care who gets voted off, as long as it's you. Okay, and every time I'm like, damn.
Hopefully this means that Brad will be giving me a 6-figure salary.
What I love about Brad is how supportive he is in all of our ventures.
No, I'm being honest. I want this guy to lose and lose badly and come back here 5 days a week now. I mean, every Thursday we're doing a show without him. I want it to go down in flames tonight. All right, so we'll have to watch, Grant. We'll have to, and I say that from my heart. I want you to know that. From the bottom of my heart. I truly, I can't give you a better compliment. I can't give you a better compliment than like we want you on our show.
That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'll take it.
So we'll watch tonight and hope he's eliminated. And it's BET at 10 o'clock, 9 Central.
Yes.
Be there or be square. All right, so now we got to say hello. And Belgium Kim, will you be being eliminated from any television show this evening?
I'm staying, hopefully, on whatever television show I'm on,
Right
Brad,
now,
you tell me, I guess.
We don't want that elimination.
Yeah, Belgium Kim is like, I don't know. Jonathan's on. I got eliminated from Bradshaw Live tonight.
I was gonna say, like, you're the shot caller on that one.
No, Belgium Kim will not be eliminated tonight. There is no surprise.
Spoiler alert.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you live another day. Wouldn't that be great every day?
Right.
Every day.
We do live a reality show here at the
like every day I start eliminating people.
There's only 2 of us. That would be the shortest elimination.
Yeah.
Unless you did it in the control room like
We
Jelly
did-
Bean. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
we-
today's your day. And that was the last day we had an episode of Bradshaw
we need to
Live.
get like a whole lot of extras on the show.
Right.
Just so we can fire them.
Fire them, exactly.
That sounds fun, actually. That sounds fun.
Like we need like 30, 40 extras and just like, all right, whose day is it today?
I'm here for
You're
that.
I smell interns.
Right.
And you know what's very funny is the people who know, I mean, we joke around, but people who know me, I don't fire people very often.
No, you don't.
No.
You don't.
I mean,
Yes.
some people quit, but
Right.
from Spar Bernstein, I don't fire people. It takes a lot for me to fire
Listen,
somebody.
if they can't
Yeah.
take the heat, they got to get out the
Yeah.
kitchen, Brad.
This is true.
Also, however, Lisa Bling has full faith in all of your attorneys, as she just said, Belgium Kimmy, I requested an Uber today in BK, and on the floor, dirty briefs. I told the driver about it, and he said, don't worry, I need Moshe and David, please. She felt personally injured by the dirty underwear in her Uber driver's car, and quite frankly,
That is disgusting,
That's
but
a
it's not
case.
a but it
It's
is
not a
not a
case?
lawsuit. It is not a case.
like
It is-
emotional trauma.
It is not a case. There is actually,
That's disgusting.
that would be negligent unless he purposely did it to annoy Lisa Bling Rose. Okay, and I don't think he would have done
That'd be
that.
tough to prove.
That would be tough to prove. So no, there would be no.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that she immediately thought,
Right, you
I
need to
got
cage the
personally
animals."
injured.
Yes.
I'm going to call, yeah.
Meanwhile, we got to say hello to Barbara Lord, who's saying hello to. I said we're going to do YouTube first today. On YouTube, the first person on YouTube, she's becoming one of our favorites here, Anna Tomarevsky,
Hey.
all the way from Brazil.
Yes.
Hello, Anna, with flowers, happy faces, smiles, heart emojis.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Ja Love saying hello to everybody.
Kisses.
Camille Cope, Clyde Bernard, Danny Contreras says, "What's up, squad?" Ansel Farrell has a question, and he jumps right into it. We'll get to you in a little bit. Rosie Joha, is that person new? Hello, help for me time. Oh, they're asking a question. They're just right into questions.
Rosie
Right
Joha.
into
Rosie
questions.
Joha, right into questions. And on Facebook, we got to say hello to Barbara Lord. Barbara Lord, #1 today.
Hey.
Right. Joy Palmer, Christy Consali, Maud Dukes, Malia Loban Martin, Dionne Watson, Tamika Nelson, Marge Higgs, Who else? Willie Williams, our winner from yesterday.
Oh, Willie Williams.
I'm still waiting for Willie to call for his consultation. Carol Anderson, the Tiger. Lisa Bling Rose, who we now know is driving around Brooklyn with dirty underwear in the back seat. Abigail Taylor Watson, Tanisha McNabb. I said Christy Consali. Jeff Bosey is coming in there.
Did you see what he said? He said, hire me to fire me, Brad.
Trust me, he would be the first one out. He would last about 10 minutes here.
And he would absolutly volunteer his tribute to be fired.
Kamisha Theowell, Dane Welcome, and who else? Anybody else of interest or who we love? I'm sure we love a lot of people. I just go through this very quickly. Lisa Montag, haven't said hello to her in a little bit. David Gabriel, Tiny Daria.
Tiny Daria, welcome back. She was on vacation.
Yes, Junette Miller.
I forgot where she went, but she's back in the UK now.
And Jella Shauna. Gella. She gets mad.
Is it Jella or Gella?
She gets mad. Kamisha Theowell. I think it's Jella because we've been calling her Jella for a while.
If it's Jella, put J.
No.
Just so we know how to say it. Just say it.
Jella Shauna. Asset Lindo. Dornette Bryant. And of course, Coco Al popping in with a laughing emoji. And with that said, Belgium Kim and Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias, before we get into our schmooze, I do got to remind everybody that share. Yeah. I will give you something if you share. It is going to be a surprise. A surprise.
A surprise, you say?
A surprise. Now, do you trust me on the surprises is really it. A surprise gift to every human being who shares, makes 2 comments, and gets us over 750 shares. They will get a surprise from Brad Bernstein.
Wow.
And they have, can we know what it is? Will you whisper it into our ears?
We don't even know.
Because we have no idea.
I will whisper it.
I'm sure they heard that.
Pass that along.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
You did.
Everybody heard it. I said, I don't know. Because I don't want anyone to know. I know.
Oh, okay.
I know, but nobody else is to know.
I was so close.
He has a secret, Sky.
It is a secret. I don't even want no surprises for Thelma Gale. Marge Higgs says it's a bribe.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Wright, Tamika Nelson says, but I will give everybody a gift.
Yep.
It will be a gift. It could be big. It could be small. It could be a token of my appreciation. It could be something worth something very much. Now, do you think people trust me to do it?
I do.
This is really a game of trust now.
It's a Brad Show Live.
It is a
Brad
game.
Squad wide trust fall.
It is a trust.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of like you ever, see, sometimes like they have these companies, they want to, build rapport amongst the employees and have all the employees trust each other. And they bring in this person to do all of these games to get people to trust. And one of the games is that you're supposed to fall backwards and everybody's supposed to catch you. And then in the stupid movies, the person falls back and nobody catches them.
Exactly.
Right.
I am going to fall backwards right now.
Oh, wait, so that means you're going to trust them.
Yes, I'm going to trust them for 750 shares today.
Oh, okay.
And 50 views on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. And do not make me fall on my head.
On your head, yeah.
Now, if we are in the circle of trust, right? Circle of trust from the Fockers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay? There's a circle of trust here.
Yeah.
Between me and Squad.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to get to 750, and they are going to know that I'm going to take good care of them.
Woo-wee.
Christy Consali just made a great point. She said, we wouldn't be here if we didn't trust you, Brad.
Circle of trust.
Circle of
That's
trust.
why I said I
Okay,
know that they don't
circle
trust
of trust.
Here we go.
What
I think they trust you, Brad.
You think they're going to get it?
Let's prove it.
All right.
do, of
We don't
course.
I think that I should be able
Mm-hmm.
to ask them for 750 shares, and they know that they're going to get something.
I gotta be honest, I don't want to be the party pooper, but I don't know that they are going to be able to do this if they don't know what it is.
There has to be a circle of trust.
Yeah. I want
So this is
them to
going to
prove
show
me
how
wrong.
much you guys trust Brad.
Right. I really hope you guys prove me wrong.
Yeah.
We trust you, Brad. Your gifts are always well appreciated, said Dawn. Let's find out.
Let's find out. Show them how you, for the 3 people who don't know how to share Belgium Kim.
Yeah.
Before we get into schmoozing.
Yeah.
Tell them.
The way that you share is you hit that little arrow at the bottom or the top of the post, depending on what device you're on. You're going to hit any one of those options, whether it's sharing to your own timeline, sharing on your friend's timeline, sharing to groups of which you're a member. You're going to do it all. You're going to do it a couple times, and every single time you see someone that you know join, you're like, hey, you. Share it too. That's how we're gonna get to 750 today, folks.
Hey, you share it too. I like that.
Can I before we get Jonathan to give his spiel on sharing?
Yeah.
Can we get a pen in here?
A pen.
A pen.
Oh man, I had one just right
Okay.
here.
What I am going to do.
Yeah.
Is I am going to write on the back of our show rundown today what the gift will be.
Ooh.
But I am not so there will be a gift. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay. I have a pen.
Yeah.
I have a pen.
Pulled that one out of nowhere.
Okay. I have a pen.
Out of somewhere.
I have paper.
Yeah.
I am going to write down
what the present
will be.
Yeah.
To all of the people who make 2 comments.
Yeah.
And share us to 750 shares today.
Okay.
There will be a circle of trust.
And if we get to 750?
And if we get to 750,
Yeah.
I will turn this around and
Oh.
tell what the gift is.
Oh my
Guys,
gosh.
this is deal or no deal.
This is deal or no deal.
I'm like
Okay? Now,
sweating.
Me too. I'm excited.
I will not share this with
is a good
anybody.
one. Yeah.
I will rip this piece of paper up if we do not get to 750 shares. Now, you also need to get to 50 continuous views on YouTube.
Right.
Plus 750 shares on Facebook.
Yes.
Plus make at least 2 comments.
Right.
And
Yeah.
there will be something here.
Oh man.
Y'all.
And he's writing it.
Here he goes.
I'm writing it.
Here we go.
I'm writing
I
it.
see-
writing
I
So
see a
far,
letter.
all I wrote is A.
I see A.
I'm not showing any more.
Wow,
Guys,
that's the whole tease?
Guys,
just
y'all
A?
have to do this. Y'all can do this.
All right.
Either it's one thing or it starts with an A.
Yes.
We want all of your speculations in the comments right now.
Right.
Oh my God, what do you think it is, Yo-Yo?
I have no idea because it's gonna be a lot of people.
Do you think it's an object, or do you think it's gonna be like something abstract? Is it gonna be content? Is Brad gonna show up to everybody's house one by one?
I don't think that's gonna be it.
I don't think that's gonna be it either. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be content. I think it's gonna be something where we'll be able to send to people, possibly.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think it's going to be content. It will be something of value.
Wow.
Oh.
See, I was
Something of value.
Brad must have just got paid, y'all. Y'all better start sharing. So this is what you guys have to do. You guys already know. And we saw this yesterday. You guys can come together in groups and start planning on how you guys can share. And I think that after a certain point of time, you could only share at a certain, right? Like a certain number of times.
Sometimes it'll block you from
So if
sharing
it blocks
too
you
much.
or you feel like it's about to, just stop, but then continue again halfway through the show. You saw that yesterday. We literally got 150, almost 200 in like 15 minutes. So you guys can do that. And after you guys get to that 750, start going up to that YouTube. You guys have to get that 50 consecutive views. You guys can do it. I know you can. Because I actually want to see what your prize is. We don't know.
I just raised it.
Oh my God.
Oh my
he's-
God.
you guys,
I just raised it. I said, that's not
raised
enough.
There's a dissertation happening
Yes.
over here, you guys.
Yes, I just raised.
Oh my.
Excuse me.
I'm trying.
Excusez-moi.
Sorry. That's right. I forgot I was on the chopping block.
Pardon-moi.
Pardon-moi.
You keep talking amongst yourselves while I'm writing.
I'm sorry.
So do you think they can do it?
I have doubts, Yo-Yo. I have doubts. I have doubts at the fact that they don't know what it is. There's a lot of trust involved. I mean, I know the Brad Squad trusts Brad, but are they going to show it?
I think that they
I don't
can
know.
do this. Look, Su Wong just shared to 15 groups in less than 10 minutes. If one person can do that, the rest of the 86 that are watching right now can do that, and you guys can kill it. All right?
I will say we're already at 181 shares.
Wow.
It went up 100 shares in the last 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, maybe
So,
you guys are
listen,
proving me wrong. Okay.
I'm rewriting this
everyone
because
wrong,
my
guys.
handwriting is
You
terrible.
guys can do this.
You don't want to show that?
I don't want to show that one.
Oh my gosh, he's like,
Y'all,
I see like
I think
multiple things. What do you think it is?
I think I can see some good swiftles.
Stop. Don't,
I
don't
can't
peek.
see.
I didn't say
I can't see.
anything.
Look at him. He's like really.
I
like,
am writing.
Y'all.
He's-
Yeah. There's
All right,
multiple
everyone,
lines,
please
though.
share and invite. Velma Gale just said so. You guys get together, show how you guys can prove everybody wrong, because people don't think that you guys can do this without knowing what the prize is. But I know that you guys have faith in Brad.
That's
like
right.
we do.
And Glamma just already organized the coup to get to YouTube. Glamma just said, guys, at 6:30 prompt, we hit YouTube, please. Now, if you guys do follow through with what Glamma is telling you, which Glamma is leading the troops on this one, you guys will hit 50 really fast.
This is very true.
Well, how you doing
All right,
over there,
I'm
Brad?
excited. I want to know what this is.
I'm still writing. Keep talking.
Okay,
Oh
we're
my
talking.
goodness.
We're talking.
This is a big prize here.
It's a dissertation.
Wait, this is
Did you see how
really intense.
Did you
Very
see how
intense.
It took us to stuff those envelopes. It took Groundhog Day 5
Very,
hours.
very. Oh wait, you'll be stuffing
So
again.
just like Don Harriet just said, all
You're
my
gonna be
friends who are
stuffing again.
watching, please share right now. If you guys get your friends to share as well, you won't get blocked. So it's like you share 10 times, your friend shares 10 times. That's 20 from just you. And we have 87 people watching right now. 20 times 87, not going to do the math right now, but that's definitely over 750.
Damn, y'all are not playing around. We're at 220 already.
See, I knew it. This is crazy.
Keep it going, family.
Let's
Keep
go,
it going.
Brad Squad. We can do it.
I would like, just as me personally, as a personal challenge to the Brad Squad, I'd like to see us get to 300 before Brad is finished writing.
Ooh,
Like
I know
before
you
Brad
guys
is
can do
done
that.
writing his list of what your reward would be if you guys get to 750 today. I want to see it hit 300. Maybe if we hit 300, maybe Brad will give us a sneak peek. Maybe not, but maybe he would. That's all I'm saying.
All I know is that you guys sharing this fast is having Brad change his mind and upping your prize. So,
Like, oh
so
my
good
God.
job, guys.
You guys, it now takes up.
Yeah.
There we go. I have it done. The gift is written.
Oh my
Goodbye, everybody.
We got it at the same time.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome.
All right, so where are we at, Belgium Kim? 270 in 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
Could be all right, but we only have 30 continuous.
290. Oh, they got
We
so
only
close to
have.
300.
That's insane.
Insane.
I've never seen it go up this fast.
Never this fast ever.
Wow.
My heart can't handle this
Right.
pressure. I will tell you this.
Tell me.
Okay, I will, in my own head,
Yeah.
add to the prize if we get to 750 shares before 6:30. I mean, they can do it. I mean, they're doing it that fast.
They're doing it
within
really
another
fast.
15 minutes. I will up the prize.
Oh my
That's
God.
insane.
I mean,
We didn't even get into our show yet.
Right.
It's 6:15. We've talked about exactly nothing.
Nothing.
and they're like, everybody needs to know about this right now.
Yeah.
Yes, family. Yes, they do.
That's very
is
funny.
true.
That could be the funniest thing I've heard all day.
Oh
Yes.
my God. We are at 337.
Yo,
This is crazy.
you are knocking this out. Wow.
Yeah.
I say just once.
All right, I'm going to show you. Tell me if you like this.
Okay.
Okay, don't.
Ooh.
Don't.
I'm not. I'm on.
Don't.
Okay,
Don't.
We're gonna be super.
They have a choice. Okay, between A, B, and C, and then somebody's going to get D.
Whoa.
Right?
Brad, that's really generous. And anyone can choose between
You
any
can
of
choose
those
A, B,
prizes?
C, or D.
Wow. That's you guys even get a choice in presents. Damn.
Yeah, that's
Dang.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
Yo-Yo wants that prize too.
I do too. Like I'm over here like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do we qualify?
Yeah, you qualify too.
Oh.
You qualify also.
That's right.
All right.
You guys.
So meanwhile, unlike Brad Bernstein,
Yeah.
And unlike many people out there,
Yeah.
we have a Grinch among us.
A Grinch.
A Grinch.
But it's too early.
It's never too early to be the Grinch.
Okay.
Donald Trump.
Oh,
Yes.
gosh. Yes.
We do have a Grinch among us.
He is no longer the orange man.
Uh-huh.
He's a green guy with a goblin head thing on his head.
Okay.
All right. He is a Grinch.
Yeah.
Because he pushed through the largest tax cut in American history.
Yeah.
Of which a majority of that tax cut went to the wealthiest of the wealthiest, the 1%ers.
Right.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
Except the 1%ers who live in the Northeast in California, because those are high tax states. Those 1%ers are actually paying more taxes.
Okay.
He got most of working class white America to vote for him, saying, I'm going to make America great again.
But then.
Those exact voters, plus others, will no longer be getting their pay raises. He has now told lawmakers in Congress that every federal employee who was slated for a 2.1% increase in their pay rate, many of them teachers, many of them workers in red states like Texas and Arkansas and Louisiana, all who voted for him, will not be getting their raise, except all the fat cats in that same state got their taxes reduced by hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Yes, we can afford a tax cut for all the fat cats for millions of dollars, but we can't afford a 2.1% increase for federal employees across the board, including, before we even get to that, basically think about who's the federal employees. Not just the people who work in Washington, D.C.
Right.
People who work at the Labor Department. People who work at immigration. The people who work at the IRS, who are now have to learn an entire new tax code. 2%.
Wow.
It's not a big,
That's
not a big
even
raise.
A big raise.
Donald Trump has said, and I'm quoting him in a letter he wrote to Congress, I have determined that for 2019, I, Donald Trump, have determined that for 2019, both across the board pay increases and locality pay increases will be set at 0. I am not making that up. Now, who has made millions and millions and millions of dollars from his tax cut? Donald Trump, the Grinch.
Right, exactly.
Don Jr., Jared Kushner, Ivanka Trump. And they specially changed the tax code for real estate. People in real estate almost have to pay 0 taxes. People are worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Yet Donald Trump has said that every federal employee, that he's going to make America great again. 0.
Wow.
And they get nothing. My God.
He stressed, though, because he knows, he has stressed that a pay freeze would not affect the federal government's ability to attract qualified workers. We will recruit the best and retain the best moving forward. Who we will never give a pay raise to ever.
Right.
Who would want that job? The measure, along with new 2-year federal budget and tax cuts heralded by the Republicans, have led to accusations that Trump is ignoring the federal deficit. This is why he has said no pay increase, because the federal deficit is expected to increase by $1.4 trillion, and he does not want to increase it anymore by giving pay raises. Instead, he gave pay cuts. The states with the largest number of federal workers is California, followed by Virginia, District of Columbia, and Texas. Virginia and Texas both voted for Trump. Florida, Pennsylvania, and Ohio are the following states, all voted for Trump.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Trump is expecting he had a salute to the Border Patrol agents who will not be getting any pay raises, and said to one of them about a week and a half ago, look, this guy speaks perfect English, come on up. And he had a Hispanic name. Did you see that?
What?
Yeah. We have the video. Watch this. This was about a week and a half ago.
Adrian, come here. I want to ask you a question. So, how did you come here? You're not nervous, right? speaks perfect English.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Yeah. So this guy, this guy's an American. He was born in America. His name is Adrian Anzuldua. He was Hispanic American.
Right.
And Trump said he's okay because he speaks perfect English.
Wow.
And it came only several days after Omarosa Newman claimed in a tell-all book that Mr. Trump is in fact a racist. I don't think we needed that tell-all book.
We didn't.
Right?
Yeah, I don't need any further Trump is a racist evidence. I'm good.
You're good on that.
I've gotten it all.
You're good on that.
Yeah.
All right. You watch the U.S. Open at all?
Yeah, I'm a fan of tennis.
You are a fan of tennis. You like tennis. I'm not a big fan.
Belgians are really good at tennis.
I like Serena Williams.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
That's the
I
boo.
used to play tennis. I used to be very good at tennis until I hurt my knee.
Oh.
And then once I can't play anymore, I'm not a fan.
You're not.
Yeah,
that's
I used to
fair.
play in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom made me.
So this woman tennis player, Elise Cornett, she took her shirt off. Did you hear about this?
No.
I did hear about this. I think I heard about this. Yeah.
She took her shirt off in the middle of play because it was on backwards and she was sweating and it's uncomfortable. And she obviously, she's nervous. She's in the U.S. Open. She put her shirt on backwards.
Right.
So she took it off to change, and apparently she had like a sports bra on. It wasn't like a big deal. It's
Right.
like wearing a bikini.
Right.
Okay. And she got an unsportsmanlike conduct flagging, whatever that may be,
Oh my
as a
God.
code violation.
Come on.
Now she accidentally put her shirt on backwards during a heat mandated break.
Right, because it's like 100 degrees in New York City
ahead of
right
the
now.
third set. So they go in to the locker room, then they come out, they change. It's
Right.
like 100 degrees, and she put it on backwards. So she can't play with her shirt on
Right.
backwards. Okay, so she goes and changes. Now, she was given the warning from the chair umpire for unsportsmanlike conduct. And in accordance with the rules, women should only change their attire in between breaks and in the bathroom. Yet, almost every male tennis player takes his shirt off.
All the time.
Okay, and there's really there he is right there,
wow.
whoever this guy is.
That's Novak Djokovic.
Whatever. What a joke!
What a
He can sit there like that, and she can't.
Right.
Now, he's sitting there like that, like he's at the beach.
Right.
Okay? Right? That's like being at the beach too.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
If anything, she's more covered
She's
than
more
being on the
clothed,
beach.
exactly.
Correct. I mean, I don't. And by the way, in New York City, it's totally legal to be for females to be topless.
Yes.
You can walk around Times Square topless.
I see that all the time.
You see it all the time.
Yep.
Why not?
Right.
Where are you walking?
Right at Times Square.
I want to walk with you. I don't see that all the
Really?
time.
The
Oh, I
ladies
see
that
that.
are like painted in red, white, and blue, and
Yeah.
Oh, but you're saying you see it all the time. I'm like, I want to walk next to you if you're
Yeah.
seeing like topless women all over
no,
the street.
I'm
I'm not seeing
Times
it.
Square.
Just in Times Square.
Yeah. I'll just be walking down the street and it's topless women.
So what do you think of that? Is that sexist?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There
Yeah.
are they should the guys are always shirtless.
By the way, we got 6 more minutes to get to 750 shares.
Diana Love got banned from sharing. Thanks for your sacrifice, Diana.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Diana, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I can't share
Thank you.
anymore.
Meanwhile, Serena Williams, we're going to move on. Sexist in the office place. Did you see the Cuomo and who was the woman?
Cynthia Nixon.
Cynthia Nixon
Yeah.
from Sex and the City.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, she asked that the temperature in their room debate, they're supposed to have a debate yesterday. The temperature, she asked to be 76 degrees. Cuomo asked for under 70.
Oh my
He likes it
God.
cold, she likes it hot.
That's chilly.
So
Oh, that's perfect.
the debate over how the temperature should be at Hofstra University, where they had their debate, has sparked an enormous consternation on Twitter. People have been responding. Kerry Howley, a professor of creative writing at the University of Iowa, who wrote on Twitter, said she never felt more invested in a political debate over the temperature of the room.
Hells yeah.
And she says, I feel like cold office temperatures are a burden that are placed on women. It affects their performance in a way that is very surprising to people. They become less articulate, less extroverted when uncomfortable. Research lends support to the Nixon campaign's campaign claim. I'm going to let you comment on this. That office temperatures or debate temperatures are based on male preferences. Now, I will tell you, the office temperature here is based on my preference because I'm the king here.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
I'm so happy that you like it cold.
I like it cold. A 2015 study said temperatures in most office buildings are set based on decades-old formula that relies on metabolic rates of men. The authors of the study argued for reducing gender discriminating bias in thermal comfort. But then wouldn't it be discriminatory to the man if it's 76 degrees? I can tell you right now that when I in every so often there's a woman who may spend an evening, all right, in my apartment every so often. And I can tell you from my own, experience.
Right.
Women always want the apartment bedroom to be like 76, 78 degrees. And then to sleep, and I'm like sweating to death over the covers, and I don't sleep well.
Right, no, that's terrible.
Right, and then I'm like, no, I got to go down to 70. And I explain, listen, I'm a hairy guy, okay? I'm a very hairy guy, all right? It's like I'm like a bear,
There's Brad in front of the fan.
That's right, in front of a fan, all right? And I go down to 70, and then the woman's like, I can't sleep here anymore, it's too cold.
Oh, well, bye.
Bye.
But yeah,
Because I sleep with my AC on.
You sleep
I do too.
Right. You're like a bear also?
I am. Well, I'm not that hairy, but internally, then I am like a bear. I'm very warm-blooded. Very. Like, I'm always hot.
But I feel like there's a difference between your sleeping temp and your office doing stuff temp. I like it to be frigid in my bedroom, but that's because I want to cuddle.
Okay, I want it to be frigid when I'm working too. Like, how do you just work when it's hot? Like, I'm melting. My curls are dropping and stuff. It's just like, it's not fun. So I don't think that's like a whole sexist thing, because I think that's it's your preference, because there's some guys that like it warm and there's some girls that like it cold.
Right.
So like with her liking it warm, I think they're making something out of nothing. Like it's not a sexist thing. And plus there are women that are tweeting back saying, I would die. 76 degrees in an office would be my nightmare because I would melt.
There is a really small, acceptable where I don't think there's a range where everyone is happy. Like, we have the 1 degree lower, 1 degree higher debate all day long with Alan. There's always one department.
Well, I can tell you that in the winter, even in the summer, we run the air conditioner, and some of the women have space heaters under their desks, even while in the summer, while it's 100 degrees outside.
Right.
There's no, I don't know if it's a woman-man thing. I think it's a human being thing.
I think it's a human being thing.
I think it's a human being thing.
And the big difference, I think, is the amount of clothes that men wear. Because, look at you. You're in a 3-piece suit. You've got the big blazer on and the long sleeves.
No, I just think men are hairier. That's what I think.
How much heat is your hair giving you?
I told you, I'm a bear. All right.
And that's straight through winter.
Trust me. If you put me by a berry tree and let my fingernails grow longer, you couldn't tell the difference. All right. I mean, there's really not a lot of difference,
me, right?
Right. Yeah. I buy the berries. I got fangs. I got hair. I mean, people would say I'm a bear.
Not sexist. You win. That's not something I have to deal with.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we gotta do an immigration show here. We're 1 hour into this.
Yes.
Okay, we haven't answered one immigration question yet, and that's our purpose here. We had, I see a total maximum of 41 people watching at one time on YouTube. So people were not listening to Marge Higgs.
She just said, everybody
go over to YouTube and
for 10 minutes.
get to the 50.
Yeah.
Okay, then you still got to get to 750 shares on Facebook.
You sure do.
Right now, we are at a total of 39 simultaneous views on YouTube.
And we are at 527 shares on Facebook.
Yeah, they're definitely getting that.
They're going for it. They want to know what that surprise
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to rip this piece of paper up now.
I
wouldn't do that. I would not do that. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time of the show. We're 30 minutes late from that time. but this is the time of the show when if you have any issues, I'm going to help you with them right now in something called getting your answers to your immigration questions. Call 1-800-529. I'm running out of ways to describe this. 1-800-529-5465. And it's very true. It doesn't matter. I can continue the joke going for months, and Kim keeps laughing.
Right, see?
Right? I've said goodbye twice in the middle of the show, and Kim laughs, right?
I always think it's funny that because every day I don't think that you do it on purpose is why I find it funny.
When I started, I didn't do it on purpose.
Right,
now you do it on
does.
purpose?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, when he started, you could definitely tell. Like,
I
he
don't
just
remember.
never
I don't remember
He
what
was
it was.
struggling for it. He wanted to get there.
Getting answers, giving questions.
Answering, yeah.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Call now, and if you're shy like us, leave your questions on social media, and we will get to them in a few minutes. But right now, let's go to Joan in Brooklyn. Joan.
Yes.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Okay. Greetings to everybody.
Greetings,
Good afternoon. Yeah. I have two questions. The first one is my I-94.
Mm-hmm.
It has expired. Can I get it renewed?
Why would you want to get it renewed?
I see the date on it has expired.
You're out of status, so you can't get it renewed.
Okay.
You're out of status, so now you got to get a green card.
Okay, so that's the only option.
Correct.
All right. My second question.
Yes.
I'm getting married soon. My fiance is a citizen, United States citizen.
Okay, so then
what do I need to do?
You got to file. You got to file an adjustment. You don't have a problem as long as you're getting married. So you need to file an adjustment application to get your work permit and your green card, and we can help. Hold on one second, Joe. Okay, we'll help you with that. Let's go to Amara in Somerset, New Jersey. Amara.
Hello.
Hi, Amara. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. What's going on?
Yeah, I have a kid. I have I seek asylum, so I go for my interview. They refer me to the immigration court.
Right.
So I just received a notice to appear in the court on the 28th next month.
Right.
I don't know really what to do.
Well, where are you from?
I'm from Sierra Leone.
Okay. And you made a claim for asylum. You're going to need to get a good lawyer. You may be looking at one.
Yeah.
And I'm only kidding, but no, you really need a good lawyer. I'm not kidding that you're looking at one. I know you are. But you really need to get a good lawyer because you have a second bite of the apple. And the second bite of the apple is you get to make your claim for asylum again to show that you have a reasonable fear of persecution based on your race, your religion, your nationality. But you need a good lawyer to flush it out. And you have to be a credible witness. And what's a credible witness? A credible witness is somebody with details about why they belong to a social group that is being persecuted in Sierra Leone. So that's what you need, okay? If you're going to go to court without a lawyer, you will get deported. I can almost assure you that. So hold on one second.
Yeah, because I don't have a lawyer right now,
Okay,
but
so-
I have my boyfriend that we're planning to get married. We've been dating ever since.
Then what you should do, before you do anything, you come and meet with us. And we'll review your asylum claim, and we can discuss the pros and cons of moving forward on the asylum versus getting married and everything else. Now, when you get married, you're already in removal. They think you got married just to avoid deportation. They're not going to think it's a real marriage. Not to say you can't prove it. I'm just saying the burden's much higher. So don't do anything yet. Come see us, and then we're going to figure it out, okay?
Okay, so I'm in New Jersey.
I'm in New York. It's very easy. Go to Newark, take the PATH train across the river. Hold on. All right?
Okay.
All right, let's go to Nick in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Good day, Brad.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I have two quick questions.
Yes.
One question, I'm scheduled for an interview. Well, I don't get the letters yet, so they already sent me to my email, so I'm ready up myself. But they're saying that I'm going to do a test. I don't know what the test is for.
An interview for what?
Interview for my green card.
There's no test at the interview for a green card. Who's sponsoring you?
My wife.
The test is, do you live together? Is it a real marriage? Do you have an economic relationship? They're gonna
Okay.
they're gonna play the newlywed game with you, but they're not gonna give you a test.
Okay, but the next thing I want to ask as well, Brad, my medical that I sent in before, they send me back a letter say it's incomplete.
Okay, so then
So-
go back to the doctor and tell him to complete it properly.
Well, I did that already. When they sent me letter, I went and get back one from him, but the time frame that when I did it, no, it's 1 year now, and it's expired.
You're
So
gonna
I
have to do
wanna-
it again. You have to go back and renew it again now.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you
All right,
very
just
much.
go get it done.
Appreciate it.
Okay, it has to be good within 1 year.
Oh, thank you.
All
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay. All right, let's go to Charlene in Queens. Charlene.
Hey, Brad.
Hi, how are
are
you?
you guys doing?
Good. How you doing?
Not bad. Not bad. Just a quick question for you. I have put in my paperwork for my citizenship. And I'm married. So I was asking, would it be the best idea to wait until I'm a citizen to apply for my husband?
Where's your husband?
To be here.
Where is he?
He's in Jamaica.
No, file now as a resident. And when you become a citizen, you'll upgrade it. The petition will already be well on its way. It'll be faster.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to
Okay,
file an
so I
I-130 now for your husband
Yes.
as a resident. You're going to file for your citizenship. When you become a citizen, you're going to upgrade it. That's the fastest way to get your husband here.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And if you
I'll
need
make
it,
an
make an
appointment
Hold
to
on.
see you guys.
Yep, hold on.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Shelly in Philadelphia. Shelly. Shelly? It is Shelly. Shelly. What happened to Shelly?
Hi, Brad.
Oh, Shelly, you're there. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm all right. Actually, I'm placing the call to find out something about I was in a relationship for 2 years, got married to my partner. Eventually, I got my work papers. I got my work papers and my social. Actually, right now, she want to come out of the relationship. She decided to walk away.
Okay.
So I haven't received an interview date as yet, but I don't know what's the process of taking it from there.
You have it
because I don't want to be in any trouble.
You have a 2-year card, or you got nothing so far?
No, I have a work permit
That's
and
it.
my
All right, well,
social.
okay, so you got a problem because if she walks out of the relationship, you're not going to get through unless you're an abused spouse.
Repeat that?
You have a problem. And the problem
Yeah.
is that if she walks away from the relationship now, you will not get through unless you are an abused spouse. So you have a big problem. I don't have an answer for you off the top of my head. We'll have to sit down with you if you want and figure out what other options you may have if, in fact, your wife walks out on you. I don't know what the options would be, but you certainly have a problem and you need to address it. So hold on one second, okay? All right. With that being said, before we get to Anna, because I see Jeff is back, so we were holding off on Anna till Jeff got back.
That was
Okay.
that was
I
a
was
nice
just
thing to do.
I'm a nice guy. So, by the way, you want to see? I'm going to do it very fast. Okay? So we're doing a share game right now.
Yep.
For those of you who don't know, and the share game is that if we get to 750 shares and 50 continuous views or simultaneous views on YouTube
We
at
got
the
it on
same time,
YouTube.
we already got the 50.
YouTube is done. We got to 52.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Because you were in the middle of a call.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to.
All right, so congratulations, YouTube. We did it.
We got there.
Okay. Now, I said I am going to write down, there's a circle of trust here. We're like the Fockers. Okay. There's a circle of trust. I'm going to write down a surprise gift.
Yep.
And everybody who shares, and now you have to make 2 comments.
Yep.
And the 2 comments have to be made before we get to the 750 shares, before I say what the gift is. After you get the gift, you don't get to comment and like, oh, I want in on it. Okay?
Right.
So the deal is you got to get to 750 shares, and by the time we hit 750 shares, at least make 2 comments.
You'll have had to comment twice.
Either on YouTube or Facebook. We already got YouTube done.
Yes.
I am going to quickly, I wrote down on the back of our show rundown here what the gift will be. Ready? Here it is. Wah! Sorry. That's it. So,
But you saw that there was something written.
you saw there was
guys.
something written there.
Right.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff written on
there was a lot of stuff written there. Okay.
Tiny Daria said she wants A, B, C, and D.
You only get one.
We already got the greedy ones
You only
coming
get
out.
one. You only get one.
All right.
So why is this happening?
I don't know what's happening, Brad.
My thing.
What's
my
your thing?
machine. There
Your
we go.
It's all a machine.
It's all a machine. All right. So our Miami field correspondent Anna Azcona, in another edition of That Just Don't Make No Sense, had a few things to say about Donald Trump's salute to the heroism of immigration agents while zeroing in on the ethnicity of the men he was honoring. Remember, we talked about it at the top of our show about, and we saw the video. Can we see the video one more time quickly? We have it? Or we can't play it twice, maybe.
I don't think we can.
No, maybe don't play it twice. We'll get kicked off. All right, but we did show it before.
We did.
Okay, and he said to the border agent, "You speak English. Come on up."
Right.
And he was, and people felt that was a bit racist, and other people said it was absolutely racist. I think I would fall on the absolute racist rather than a bit racist. Let's see what Anna has to say.
Hey friends from the Brad Show Live, I'm Anna Azcona. Is Donald Trump going crazy or what? Recently, during the White House salute to heroism of immigration agents, Donald Trump was honoring Adrian Anzaldúa. When he asked him to go on stage, he really had the nerve to say Mr. Anzaldúa spoke perfect English. What is he trying to say? I'm Hispanic and I speak English just fine. Does he expect just because you're a Latino that you're going to speak English with an accent? And even if you do speak English with an accent, that doesn't make it less acceptable. To me, that's definitely an offensive comment. That's like telling somebody, wow, I didn't know you spoke so well. That is not a compliment, guys, at all. What amazes me is how another Latino defended Donald Trump. Hector Garza, who is Anzaldúa's colleague, said he didn't see anything wrong with Donald Trump's remarks about Anzaldúa's language skills. What do you mean you don't see anything wrong with that? How about he tells you, oh, Hector, I didn't know you were so smart. Do you see anything wrong with that? In defense to Trump's comments, he said that sometimes Donald Trump gets a little too comfortable with the agents and he jokes around like that with them. It's okay to get comfortable, but not okay to disrespect someone's capabilities. That just doesn't make any sense at all. But leave your comments below. Do you think Donald Trump's comments were offensive or not? Peace.
Yeah, I think they're offensive.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, it kind of reminds me of, so I have a podcast called Gold Room Podcast, and I have an absolute gorgeous co-host.
Gorgeous.
Named Cynthia Gatanga. She is half Jamaican, half Kenyan. Her skin is super, super smooth and like melanin filled. You know?
I'm going to Google her now. I don't
Google
Cynthia,
what's your name? Cynthia Gatanga, Gitonga. Google her. And she, anytime we go out, she gets crazy
Cynthia
compliments.
Gitonga?
Gitonga.
We just called her out on our show.
But then she'll get compliments saying, "You're so pretty for a dark-skinned girl." You can't say that's not a compliment. How about you're so pretty? Period. So that's what it kind of reminds me of. And it's stuff like that
you're very pretty.
Yes, it's stuff like that your president should know. You know what I mean? That don't make no sense. Just like Anna said, you know, like you can't say stuff like that.
Absolutely. Any compliment that needs a qualifier is not a compliment.
Right. Yeah.
Blanket rule.
Right.
Right. I mean, if someone said to me, you know, you're a handsome guy for a Jew.
Right.
You know, I would find it offensive.
Same thing.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't sound like you didn't grow up in America.
Because it makes it sound like you
means.
should not be handsome or you should not know how to speak well English.
That's
You know, that's basically what it's saying.
Right. English well, but I'm not.
English well, yeah. I was like, you know, I'm a little dyslexic. I'm a little dyslexic at times. When I said it, I was like, all right, they're not going to say nothing.
He doesn't speak good English. That means you don't know how to speak. No, ain't no that ain't mean nothing.
Yeah, I'm African. That's going to always be my excuse.
Yeah. No, I get that too. Like, you don't look like you weren't born here, and it's just like,
what is born here supposed to look like?
Right.
All right, let's get into something that we call social media check-in. A little slow there on the button there, but we're so slow there on the machine.
We're here.
All right, what do we got?
All right, we got Reginald Amada says, hey, Brad, yesterday I got an email saying that the supervisor review of my case was completed and will get a letter. It's not later, but get a letter in the mail once a final decision is made. My issue was on identity issues, but I gave them all the proof. Will everything be okay?
I have no idea. I don't know. Well, proof of what? Proof that you have 10 identities or proof that you're one person? I don't know what proof you gave. How would I know? If you bring everything in, I can tell you if everything will be okay. But I can't tell you. All I can tell you is that you're going to get a decision shortly.
The waiting is almost over.
The waiting is over. Whether you get through or not, I don't know.
Right. Asset said, Brad, is it true that when you're granted your green card, you now have to go to your country of origin to collect it?
No.
Beverly Robinson King says, I'm still waiting on my work authorization. Did biometrics from March. Filed the VAWA.
Mm-hmm. That's a statement.
That is. So...
It's 18 to 24 months for a green card on a VAWA. I'm just now doing telepathy. I just got the question.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you're, and I think they also want to know how long until the work permit.
Right.
5 months.
Oh. After biometrics?
5 months from the time you file.
Perfect. We got there. We got there.
Y'all need to be a little bit more
I love when you
detailed.
snap at me.
I got you.
Yeah. Do you know Belgium Kim? What'd you say? What'd you call me today? Call me a name today. We were in my office.
Yeah?
No, we were in my office.
I said you were on edge.
Yes.
I said, why
Do you know what that means?
Why are you on edge today, Brad?
I said, I'm not on edge.
And I was like, you seem on edge.
But I'm not on edge.
You seem
That's
on
not
edge.
calling you a name.
No, but then then we had like a whole funny thing about being on edge, and then you're like, you call me a name.
Oh, that's right. You're so, what did I say?
So a-hole or something. What? And I'm like, did she just call me an a-hole?
No, I think
I'm like, oh my God.
I think I know
I go, she feels very comfortable in her position here.
I do. I think I called
Elimination,
I think
guys.
That's right.
Yeah, I think I called you.
We might not need those interns.
Call me something similar to that. I don't know what. I just want to.
called
I
you
just want to
the
play.
D-word.
I just want to play. Oh, a D-I.
Yeah, I think
That's what it was.
I think
Yeah, you called me a male anatomy part, which starts with a D. I go, wow, she feels comfortable in her position here, right?
It's true.
What other job can you call your boss a male genitalia?
Yes, exactly.
But you laughed real hard,
Yes,
didn't you, Brad?
I did. All right, let's continue. I just want to make that clear.
I know where the line is.
All right. Apparently you don't, so let's continue.
Hey, Brad's calling people out today.
No one is safe, y'all.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Vanish, and Vanish said, I'm asking because we're having a debate. Can a green card holder file for his spouse that's in the U.S.? Because my friend is telling me the green card holder cannot file for their spouse if they're in the U.S.
The answer is a green card holder can file for their spouse in the U.S. If the spouse is in legal status, the green card holder's spouse will eventually get a green card on a waiting list and adjust here. If they're out of status, they would have to get a provisional waiver, go home, and come back. But absolutely, the answer is you can file and you should file.
All right, Ansel Farrell on YouTube says, I filed an I-130 and it was approved. I have DACA and I have used advanced parole. My mom is a U.S. citizen. Can I adjust status in the U.S.? I'm over 21.
No, because you're not in legal status to adjust. You would need to do a provisional waiver, go home, and come back. Or maybe you got the DACA when you were under 18, and then you would never had any sort of unlawful presence. Or mom became a citizen and filed the I-130 before you're 21, then you're an immediate relative. Then by using the advanced parole, you would be able to adjust. I just don't know your age.
Ma Dukes said, I'm asking for a friend. The father is married to a U.S. citizen and got married in 1984 from Jamaica. They filed for their kids after being in the U.S. over 30 years, and the child obviously became adults. They never filed for their citizenship. Now, one of those children got charged on a gun charge and did a year. Then he was deported. He was 16 when he came back. And the father was not married to his mother. He's asking if he is a citizen and could he come back to the U.S.
How old is he now? And by the way, I guess you were saying he was 16 when he first entered America.
I'm
with a green
assuming,
card.
yeah.
The father was not married to the mother, and the father was a citizen.
Right.
And they want to know, did they deport a U.S. citizen?
Exactly.
And my question to you is, how old is this man?
How old is he now?
Yes.
There's no telling. We know that Dad married in 1984, so I'm assuming all of this happened at least 20 years ago.
He would not be a citizen unless Mom had passed away before he was 18, or Dad divorced Mom in a divorce before he was 18. Assuming he was over 18 by 2000.
By 2000.
Right.
Okay.
All right, we have one from Lexi and Tringo Foster on YouTube. Asking for a friend, can you travel on a B1, B2 visa after a police record is done and while waiting for a F2A visa interview?
What do you mean a police record is done?
After a police record is done, so.
Can you travel?
Yes.
Well, if you have a police record or a criminal record, I would not suggest traveling. I don't know what other record you would be talking about, and I'm not sure if you have advanced parole, and hopefully you would. So I would need to know more information.
Give us some more information.
More info.
Fox Racing has a tough situation right now. He said, Brad, I received some bad news from Morocco. My younger brother and my niece were unfortunately involved in an accident, and my niece has been severely injured, has a forehead injury. What's the fastest way to bring her to New York for medical treatment?
You would need to get a doctor in Morocco to say they do not have medical treatment in Morocco for this particular injury. You would need to get a doctor in the United States to say they can help. They reviewed the medical records, they can help. And you would need to be able to show that somehow, some way, this medical treatment in the United States will be able to be given without government assistance. So it's a lot of burdens to overcome. So you're going to need basically a doctor and a charity to say they'll help.
All right. So Mona Ray has a question. Is the 90-day rule applicable to someone who has a F1 visa?
Yes. Yes, because you're coming here on a student visa and you're saying I have the intent to go to school. And if you get married the week after you came here, then you didn't have the intent to go to school. You had the intent to get married. Same principle.
Awesome.
We got to stop the show for Alec real quick. He doesn't know what the share game is, and he joined late, Brad.
Oh. All right. So, Alec, this is what's going on. Let me explain. All right, jeez.
Fans are demanding.
Yeah. All right. So, Alec, let me tell you something. All right. We started the show, okay? We started the show, and we were going to do a share game. And then I said, you know what? There has to be a circle of trust, Alec. A circle of trust between me and you and the squad. Okay? Just do the shares. Just share. It's 750. 50 continuous simultaneous viewers on YouTube, which we have right now. Get to 750 shares. Circle of trust. I wrote it on a piece of paper. I said, I don't even have to tell you. The squad will just do it because they trust me. They're going to get a good something. Circle of trust. Yeah. I'm watching.
642 shares, guys.
How's that?
That.
Can we continue now with social media check-in?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Donette said, Brad, does USCIS always send a receipt notice or e-notification when you send them documents?
No.
No. Ha-ha. How do you know that they got your stuff then?
Certified mail.
Ha-ha. He's got tips for everything, folks.
Oh, yeah.
What are you drinking in there?
Nothing. I don't know, but I'm a little zany today. I keep forgetting I'm on the chopping block today.
Elimination, guys.
Yes.
All right, Fox Racing has another question. Brad, I'm planning to call to set up an appointment to bring my FOIA in order for you to look at it. Do I have to call during the show to set up an appointment, or do I call off the show?
Either way. Just call and speak to, you can call now and you can set up an appointment. You can call it tomorrow. Basically, after our show, we're not answering our phones after the show because, I have to let everyone leave. It's 8 o'clock at night. But you can call during the show. You can call tomorrow. It's the same telephone number to call the show as it is to make an appointment, which is 1-800-529-5465. That's it?
That's all we got right now.
All right. So meanwhile, I had a guy. We'll just call him Shane. That's his real name.
Okay.
All right. He was from Jamaica. He was a client.
Mm-hmm.
He lived in America for 30 years, out of status. Came to America after the hurricane in Jamaica in the late 1980s. Devastated the island. And he lived here and went to, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 lawyers, whatever it is. I mean, a whole bunch. Nobody was able to help him.
Yeah.
Finally came to this dude, this guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came in 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
Gave me a big bear hug.
Did he?
Yeah. he
Bear to
got-
bear.
Bear to bear.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Right. Bear to bear.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was so happy. He says, I'm going to hug this big bear.
Yeah,
Because he got his
absolutely.
green card. And he said he wanted to share his story with everybody. Let's watch.
Awesome.
So I'm here with Shane, and he has an amazing true life success story. He's been in the United States for more than 30 years.
We're at like 1:30
He floundered around with several different law offices until he found us here at Spar Bernstein. And we are here today to congratulate him because just 3 days ago, he was mailed his green card after living here out of status for over 30 years. Shane, welcome to Bradshaw Live. And I know you have an amazing story to tell everybody. So let's start by saying congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It was a very, very long journey that you had. And how's it feel now?
Oh, I'm so elated, excited, and even right now my hands are still sweating, holding on to the envelope that came to me.
And you have the green card sitting right there.
Right
You're not
here.
letting it go. You brought it right into the studio,
Not
right?
leaving my sight, not
That's
at all.
right.
Yes.
So you came, where are you originally from, Shane?
Originally, I'm from Jamaica.
You're from Jamaica. So when did you come to the United States of America? What year?
I came in, Hurricane Gilbert happened the Monday, and I came the Thursday. I left the Thursday.
What year is this?
1988, I believe.
1988.
Yes.
How old were you? Were you a young man
I
back
was
then?
a
Were you a
young
boy?
man. I was a young man.
How
just-
old were you at the time?
I think I was about 19 or 20.
19 or 20 years
I
old.
forgot how old I was.
So how was life in Jamaica before you came?
Actually, life was kind of good. I was working in the hotel industry. I lived with my aunt and uncle in Montego Bay, and
I like Montego Bay. Well,
it's-
the hotels
it's-
are there.
Yes,
Right.
and working in the industry
Right.
was like, life is grand. You go to the beach and you go to work and you go wherever you want, and that's it.
So what made you choose as a 19, 20-year-old man? You're just starting out in life. You got presumably a decent job. What made you first decide to come to America?
Being in Jamaica, having a great job, and everything, I did go try to get a visa in Kingston at the embassy, and I was turned down. So I didn't think about it. I just said, you know what, I'll just live my life. So when the hurricane happened, when Hurricane Gilbert happened, and I saw the devastation.
Well, the hotels shut down.
All the hotels
You had
and
no
everything.
job.
I was like, I can't stay here. I can't stay here.
So how'd you get to America? What'd you do?
The airport was closed, and I said to myself, regardless of what happened, the first flight out, I'm going to be on that plane. Now, as a God-fearing person and a person who used to go to church every day, I asked God for guidance, for strength, and health to go to the whole way.
When you flew to America and you got off the plane in America, what did you do at the airport?
I've never been to the United States before, and I've never flown on a plane before, so it was a matter of worrying. I'm like worried sick. What do I do? So what I just something told me, when you get off the plane, of course, because this was Chicago O'Hare Airport, one of the largest airports in the United States, the plane doesn't just fly and come to the terminal. It actually has a bus that would then transport you to the terminal. So I saw the bus, I went on the bus with everyone else.
You couldn't do that now.
Exactly.
There's no way you could do that
Exactly.
now. Now your journey really began because it took you 30 years to get a green card. What happened?
The hard part. Whereas you get here and you're thinking, how are you going to start a new life? There are people that you meet and they tell you, be careful who you speak to, be careful who you tell your situation to, and so on. I kind of knew my way around the kitchen. I had dreams and aspirations of being an actor. I went into that a little. I worked at a few restaurants here and there in the city.
How did you survive?
The Caribbean community is very close-knit, and someone who basically I met in Chicago, they basically drove me from Chicago to New York. and introduced me to people that they knew here, and I stayed with them, and that's how I ended up.
How'd you survive year by year?
Year by year, it's just whatever job I could get. At a gas station, you pump gas, working at a restaurant, cook,
clean the dishes, delivery, everything.
Wash up pots bigger than me, I could hide in the pots. Yes.
What did you do, if anything, to try to make a better life for yourself here?
Well, I knew that getting yourself legal was important, and they said you gotta be married now based on what the laws are. You gotta be married to get it to happen. But being brought up in my Christian way of life, I was thinking, oh no, I don't want to get married for that. I just want to get married for the right reasons, and one time. So in somebody that I met in Chicago who came to New York, wanted to go about, wanting to be with me, and I tried to show the person, look here, you don't have to want to marry to me, because while working in the restaurant industry, I've done so well that I've worked at restaurants like Sylvia's in Harlem, opened up Olive Garden in Times Square, played a few extra parts in some movies, and that person actually went to the movie and saw me, and then came to New York with roses and said she's not leaving New York until we get married.
So you were proposed to by a woman?
Yes. And we went to City Hall here.
And when was this?
I think it was in August of 1999, I believe.
All right, so, and this is the same woman you're married to this day?
No.
Okay, what happened?
No. The lawyer that we went to get the paperwork started, apparently the person would send it, the information from we filed would be sent to the home. But this person would hold on to the paperwork.
The wife?
The wife would hold on to the paperwork.
So she was trying?
And would use it against me.
So she basically was using her power of being a citizen over your need for a green card,
yes.
and abusing you in that sense.
And I had no idea what the laws are or whatever.
So what happened with that marriage?
Well, eventually we had to divorce, but
you never got a green
card.
No,
because the lawyer called me and was like, "What happened? You didn't go to the interview." I'm like, "I didn't know what interview." Then they were like, "It was sent to you," and so on. So, in trying to get things started, and knowing what was happening, because we already had, this person was like, "If we got to get a house," and I had to make sure I get a house with them. And this person didn't have a job, and I worked at Morgan Stanley and Sylvia's at the same time. We got the house in Long Island, and
what were you doing at Morgan Stanley?
I was working as a conference room coordinator. And when I saw how some of these establishments work and their lawyers and attorneys, I was like, you know what, I got to get me a better lawyer. So I started working at different law firms.
How many different law firms?
I don't know, about 6 or 7.
6 or 7 law
big firms.
And what did you do at these different big firms?
I worked from receptionist, paralegal. When you're in those positions, you see how they work. As much as how clients come in and pay their money, it's like you're almost seeing like a number. People don't, sometimes the receptionist might remember you, but it baffles me that the attorney may not remember you. And they're like, "What's your name again?" And you're like, "Okay." And you tell them, and then you try to remind them of your case. And you're like, "But they should know your case. That's what you're paying them for." It wasn't just my experience. It was the experience of working at these firms and seeing clients that come in and what they had to, these clients had to go through.
How did you eventually get your green card?
When I was married again. And
I got
married again. And when I got married again, this was one time I hoped it would work, because this person was so beautiful. Even women came up to her and said, "You're so beautiful." That's how this woman was. But living in Long Island, and it was rough because this person, we did not get along in the sense where she not only cheated on me on numerous occasions, but I find stuff on phones and phone numbers everywhere. So then when I found out about on your show, I found out by hearing your show on the radio, about
this is before YouTube and Facebook, when I was on the radio show.
Right. When you're on the radio show, and I heard about the show, and I heard about the law, about the battered spouse. I forgot
emotional abuse.
Yes, I heard about that, and I was like, wow, I could have known about that when I was my first marriage. But this time, I have all the proof. I have videotape. I have pictures. I have everything. So I submitted all those stuff, and I filed it myself to immigration.
You still didn't come to me.
Right.
You just listened to me.
I listened to you, but I didn't come to me. Because you were so out there in that everybody knew about you. You're on the radio a lot, and I'm like, this guy's advertising so much. In my mind, I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'll just go to a private one. And the same lawyer, as in me being somebody who I'm gonna be with you no matter what. If you're my barber, you're gonna be my barber for 10 years. If my lawyer, you're gonna be my lawyer for 10 years. But it doesn't work that way all the time, especially with legal stuff. He took forever to even get me a work permit.
So you filed on your own, and then you went to a lawyer to complete the case, and,
Yes,
and the case got denied.
Before it got denied, I said, you know what? Just in case, let me come and go see this Spar Bernstein. Let me go check him out. And during that time when I went to check you out, the DACA thing came out.
2012.
Yes. And I came to, because you were invited people to come to the office.
We were doing free seminars.
Free seminars, that's
Right.
what it was. And I came to see, let me go investigate this guy. Because he's just another law firm that I've heard about and I've worked at so many. Let me see if he's one of them. Listen, people, let me tell you, he did not tell me to say this, and nobody can tell me to say what I want to say. When I came here, I came to see what they're about and if they're really as good as they say they are by people I've heard on the street and on what I hear on the radio and so on. So I sat in the back and I saw how he answered people's questions. And he said, look, if I can't help you, I'll tell you right there and then. Just answer these basic questions. He gave them he gave a lady some questions, the lady gave him some answers. He said, speak to this attorney and I'll see you later. He answered a few more questions from other people, and I was like, wow, this guy knows his stuff. One of the things I loved about you, Mr. Bernstein, was that on your radio show, especially when you're speaking to people who call in, you tell them not just the truth, but you tell them what the law is according to what their situation is. And you compare what they're saying, whatever information they give you, you use it to your best knowledge on what they're giving you and what you know of the law. And no matter what any lawyer may want to say, if it's not in accordance to what the law actually is, they can't really help you, because you know what? Immigration still have to obey the law just the same.
Correct.
So once you know the law and you're applying what the person's seeking or what the situation is, you know yes or no if you can help them. And I'm happy to know that you would actually tell them, yes, I can help you. Yes, we can help you. Or you know
and
what?
I said a lot of times in that seminar, no, you can't be helped.
No, you can't be helped.
That's
you
right.
tell them that.
And you watch this from in the back.
Watch this from the back, and
What
I didn't
happened?
stay long. I noticed that you were even giving out refreshments to some of your clients. I'm like, this never happened unless you're a big high-profile client. That I've seen at investment firms where clients come in and they have the luncheons or breakfast, but these are $1 million
people
clients.
Right.
No, but
These are working.
But for you to see working class people doing that,
right?
My decision was made up. I got up and I went back to work. I was like, it's a done deal. I know what to do. But before going back to work, I went to the other lawyer that I was dealing with. And I said, you know what, whatever paperwork you have on me, please, I need them right now. I got them. And the next day after work, I came. Listen to me, people. The consultation fee is the best thing you can do. It's a sacrifice to the right direction. The sacrifice to the right direction.
That's a good saying. Could I use that?
Yes.
It is a sacrifice to the right direction. I'm authorized. You heard that. Right.
Sacrifice to
so
the
what
right
did we
direction.
do here at Spar Bernstein to help you?
So after leaving the building, I said, how much do I need to pay and everything? And
we refiled
the whole thing.
And you got your work permit right away?
My work permit came quicker than I couldn't believe. I mean, it took so long with the previous attorney that I thought maybe it was going to take that time or longer, being that you guys have so many clients. And I'm like, wow, how did you get it so quickly?
And then you got approved.
Again, Spar Bernsteins go by the law. And when they know the law, they know the facts, and the facts are the truth.
All right, well,
truth is truth.
And you got your green card now.
And I got my green card.
As an abused spouse, by proving extreme emotional abuse and that you're in a bona fide valid marriage.
Yes.
And this was after 30 years. Basically, you were a man without a job after a hurricane in Jamaica.
There was devastation
nothing.
everywhere, nothing.
And it took you 30 years. And in those 30 years, it took you about 25 or 26 years to finally find us.
Yes.
But eventually, you did wait some more period of time, but eventually, today, you are a green card holder, a lawful permanent resident of the United States.
I wish I knew you guys longer.
I wish you. I've been doing this since 1993. You could have come a long time ago. But better late than never. And congratulations, and I appreciate you coming on the show and telling everybody that what we say. We walk the walk and we talk the talk here.
Yes.
And I appreciate for you to confirm all that.
More than a pleasure.
And
People, listen to me. Spar Bernstein is the place to go. If Spar Bernstein says, give them this for the consultation fee, not only does it goes towards your case, but also it's the, what did I say it was? It's the path to the right direction.
First step.
The first step to the right direction, the consultation fee. So call Spar Bernstein at 1-800-529-5465. And no one told me to say this, all right? Been there, done that.
Thank you very much, Shane. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, look forward to hearing about your trip back to Jamaica. People are gonna forget what you look like, I think.
I believe so. All right.
Thanks for coming on.
A pleasure. Thank you.
All right, so that was Shane. He's the guy who gave me a bear hug the other day.
Wow.
Yes.
That was an amazing story.
He almost put me back in the hospital again. I don't know why everyone thinks this man is you.
One doesn't look like me. He does kind of sound like me, the tone, but not the accent.
Yeah, I got no yo-yo.
But meanwhile, congratulations. We hit 801 shares.
Wow.
Then we had over 50 people watching on YouTube for at least 15, 20 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody who made 2 comments on Facebook or YouTube before Kim said congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
After congratulations, it don't count.
That was it.
We will be announcing.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody wants me to announce now, but you know what? You know what? Since I'm going to get my money's worth,
right,
we're going to announce it after we take a few more telephone calls.
All
so
right.
stay tuned. In about 8 or 9 minutes, we will be announcing the gifts to everybody
That's right.
who
That
won
is
the
crazy.
Brad Show Live Share Contest. I know everyone is going to hate me for that, but you know what? We got to answer immigration questions first. And let's go to Marisha in Baltimore, Maryland. Marisha.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
So, I'm married to a U.S. citizen. We did my fingerprint the 1st of August. So, my question is it possible for my husband to put me in these tax January coming, even if I don't get my work permit? I don't have a job?
Yes, because you can still go on you should go on his tax returns and file a joint tax return, and you ask your tax preparer to file a W-7 to get you a tax identification number to do it while you're waiting on your work permit and social, but hopefully you'll get it by April. I'm sure you will.
Right, okay. That's it. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. All right. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Let's go to Felix in Naples, Florida. Felix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
Good. What's up?
I'm good. I got a question I want to ask you, but sorry for my English. My English is not really perfect, but I'll let you understand me.
Oh. Call back. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to put the volume up. And I disconnected him by mistake.
He was like, I'm so sorry you don't understand my English.
I apologize.
Call back.
I just went to put his volume up because I was having trouble hearing him. Call back, Felix.
And he said he was good.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Sorry about my English.
It was very, very
Call back.
nice. Call back, Felix. I feel bad.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That wasn't nice of me.
You didn't do it on purpose, Brad.
No, I didn't do it
Don't
on
beat
purpose.
yourself up too much.
Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. All right, we have any lingering social media questions?
We sure do, bro.
Okay, let's do it.
Our first one is from Jay Brown. And Jay says, I got my 10-year green card and it expired in 2016. How's that going to affect me? I've been working at the same job for the past 13 years. Can I apply for a state ID while I'm renewing my 10-year green card?
Absolutely. You're a lawful resident. Don't worry about it.
All right, I have one from Maudlin Davis. She has a question for a friend. This is on YouTube. Her daughter was in an abusive marriage that produced a son. She had to be removed from the house and a restraining order was issued against him. She was placed in a shelter with the baby and a VAWA was filed over a year, and she has not done a biometric as of yet. So what can she do? She was assigned a state lawyer.
What happened was the lawyer only filed an I-360 VAWA application, never filed the adjustment. So until you file the adjustment, you can't. Until you file the adjustment, you can't get a work permit. So that's what you got to do. And I just can't believe, but people in my family have no idea I'm on a show.
And you know,
It's amazing.
It's all good.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Felix
Amazing.
ain't called yet?
Yeah, Felix.
No, Felix didn't call yet.
Felix, call.
Yeah.
Ma Dukes has a follow-up. Ma Dukes was asking that question about the father, the son that had been deported on a gun charge, and they're wondering if he was a citizen. Now, it turns out that the father was never married to his mother. He is now over 50 years old, so it's been 35 years
But
since
but he was
initially
never
came
married
here.
to the mother, so he's not a citizen.
So he's not a citizen.
Not a citizen.
Is there any chance of him coming back any other way, given that he was deported on a gun charge?
Yes,
Ah.
because a gun charge is not a permanent bar. So we can definitely look into it.
All right, we have another follow-up from Fox Racing on YouTube. So this was about the brother that was trying to bring his daughter from the head.
His niece, yeah.
Yeah, but the brother's daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Brad, follow up about my niece.
This is the medical.
Yes,
Right.
yes. So, about my niece to come to the States for med treatments. For your information, I assume that you already know that my brother is a U.S. citizen. Do you think my brother will have an easier way to do this process?
And this is the
This
daughter?
is the brother. His daughter got in an accident.
How old is the daughter?
Ooh, did we see that? We don't know if.
We don't know how old she is.
And we don't know whether or not the daughter was born before the brother became a citizen or after.
We do not know that either.
We would need to know more information. But yes, should make it easier.
With him being a
Yes,
citizen.
correct.
Awesome.
And that is all we got.
All right, so Felix from Naples, Florida is back.
Hey.
Felix,
Hello.
sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, if you got my static is TPS.
Where you from?
I'm from Haiti.
Okay.
So if that one is going to be over next year.
Right.
So I got 5 kids. What I can do after it's over?
How old are your kids?
My son is 13 right now. My old one is 13.
Okay. How long have you been in the United States?
13 years for now.
You know, almost everybody on TPS is going to go, if they choose to do a deportation against everybody, every person Haitian on TPS has been here in the United States for over 10 years and would file for cancellation of removal based on hardship to their family. So it's going to be very, very difficult to deport hundreds of thousands of Haitians when they're eligible for relief and deportation. I don't know what to do. Every Haitian, everyone on TPS who's going to have their TPS expire, it's on a case-by-case basis. There's no one form that every Haitian should file to become legal. So we would have to have a sit-down. You're in Naples, Florida. We can do it over the telephone, go through everything you got going for you, and figure it out. So I would suggest having a consultation. Hold on one second, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Alicia in Winona, New Jersey. Alicia.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I have a question. I filed my I-30 for my husband filed my case for me in January, and in this month I got a denied letter. They denied me for said I failed to submit a completed and signed form of the I-64 affidavit of support.
Yep.
And,
so let me explain something to you, Alicia. We're going to get, and Belgium, Kim and Jonathan, we're going to get a ton of these calls now. Because remember I said they're not going to issue these RFEs when you screw up your case?
Right.
They're just going to take your filing fee and deny you. You're going to be lucky if you don't get put in deportation, but you're going to have to pay that fee of $1,760 all over again because you screwed it up.
Wow.
It is so much easier, just hire a lawyer.
Yes.
Make sure it's done right.
I had a lawyer on my case.
Well, if you had a lawyer...
Yes, I did have a lawyer.
If you had a lawyer on your case, then they should be paying the filing fee all over again for you.
Okay.
All right. Hold on if you need help, though. Okay. Let's go to Tanisha in Far Rockaway, New Jersey. Tanisha.
Yes. Hi. I came to the U.S. in 2016 of October. I got married in 2017. Around December, I started having issues with my my husband,
Mm-hmm.
when he was being abusive, pushed me down twice. Say that call me names, which I don't even want to say for what I'm saying right now. But the point is, I filed my paperwork. I got my work permit and my social last week. Sometime in January, my husband get up and left. I don't know where he is. I've seen anything, but a friend told me that they found him that he's in prison. Now my daughter is also on the file, and I don't know what to do.
But you said he was abusive to you and he left the home.
Yeah.
So
He left in January.
what was the abuse? If you don't mind sharing your laundry with us.
All right. Let me explain. All right, we had a money argument, right? And he pushed me down twice.
Okay, stop right there. If he physically put his hands on you and there was physical abuse, you're entitled to file as a VAWA, Violence Against Women's Act, and get your green card without him. All right, we can help you. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Let's go to Henry in Gainesville, Virginia. Henry,
Hey, hi.
what's up?
Yeah, I actually wanted to know how long it takes to process the I-751.
It's about 18 to 24 months now.
18 to 24 months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
just hang
thought
in
it's
there.
something that is straightforward, maybe a few weeks.
No, unfortunately, they're taking forever now. Hang in there.
All right.
All right?
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Let's go to Melanie in Cranford, New Jersey. Melanie.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Brad.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And
What's
you?
going on? Fabulous. What's going on?
Okay, I have two questions that I want to get to real quick.
Yes.
I got my permanent resident card in November of last year, and it was the 10-year because I was married to my husband over 2 years before I could. All right. He petitioned for my daughter back home in Jamaica. She's 8 years old, and the petition, my priority date on the form that I received, they sent me a letter with the priority date was April 4th, and I was just wondering how much longer will the process be?
April 4th, 2018?
Yes, sir.
Your daughter, unfortunately, it's taking about 15 to 16 months now to get your daughter here, so don't expect the
15
approval.
to 16 months.
Yeah, don't expect the approval towards the end of the year.
Okay.
All right.
And my second question is that, do I have to file a joint return with my husband?
Yes.
Because I had some trouble with him last year.
What was the trouble?
The trouble was that we didn't get any money back because he holds student loans, and I'm afraid he holds other people.
Well, I think then you should speak to our tax attorney here, Carmela. She can give you a free consultation on your tax issues, but you should be filing joint tax returns because you're going to still need to prove it's a valid marriage to get your daughter here and then to ultimately become a citizen. And one of the ways to do it is to have a joint tax return.
Can I squeeze in a tiny little question?
Sure.
Okay, my third question is, when will I be able to file for my citizenship, actually?
When did you get your green card?
I got my green card in November, I think the 22nd of last year.
All right, so November, so you can file for your citizenship in August of 2020.
Do I have to wait for like August 22nd or something
Yeah,
like that?
90 days before.
Okay, thank you so
You're
much,
very welcome.
Brad. Appreciate it.
Okay, you will.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's go to Alfredo in Decatur, Alabama.
Yeah, I have a question related to conviction.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we are planning to apply for the I-130, and I have a question about a conviction that I have 13 years ago about public intoxication on a alias name.
Okay. Did you get you got fingerprinted? You have to acknowledge that public intoxication, but public intoxication is not a deportable offense. It generally is not. I would need to look at your disposition, but I would say 99.9%. I'm sure it's not. You have to prove you're a person of good moral character today. That happened 13 years ago. I wouldn't overly worry about it.
Okay, I have another question. I also was arrested for driving with a driver's license an insurance and a tag. Would
Right.
this be a problem as well?
Also not deportable unless it happened recently. Then it could go against your moral character. But hold on 1 second. We can certainly help you. And I hear you have a baby,
Okay.
so hold on 1 second, okay? All right. So with that, what do we have left here to do?
I've got one little last minute social
Sure.
media
Okay,
question.
go ahead.
If you would be so kind. I've
Go
got one
ahead.
from Tiny Daria. Tiny wants to know, where did Tiny Daria go? Sorry, there she is. Tiny Daria said, so basically, my fiance has applied for his citizenship, but it's taking so long. He's done his biometric, but we don't know kind of what the timeline is after the biometric. Could you enlighten us?
9 months.
From the time he'll have his interview?
Mhm.
Oh, perfect.
We also have 2 more.
Okay.
So this is a follow-up from Lexi and Tringo Foster. Remember, we needed some more information earlier. I had asked a question that I will be rephrasing, asking for a friend. Can I travel on a B1, B2 visa after getting a police certificate criminal record check done and while waiting for the F2A?
What are you traveling on?
On a B1, B2 visa.
I wouldn't
After
travel.
getting the
I would not
police-
travel on a B1, B2 visa because they're going to think you're coming to America to get your green card. I like that. That was a fulfilling answer.
It was, yeah. Yeah, because it was a different answer from the other
Right.
since he or they rephrased it. So.
Right, I understand.
It's great.
Ansel Farrell would like to know, an I-601, what's the cost to file and how long's the wait?
It's 900 and something. I want to say 925 if I remember correctly. You got to look on USCIS for. Don't call me about filing fees. I get them all wrong.
Okay.
Okay, but I believe it's $925, but don't quote me on it. I'm always bad with filing fees. I can't tell you why. As far as the waiver is concerned, how long does it take? About 6 months.
Fantastic.
All right. So
Wait,
Yo-Yo.
real quick. Oh, the Fox Racing. So,
Boy, he's getting in. He's
because we kept on saying we needed details.
Yeah.
So real quick. So the daughter is 10 years old. My younger brother is the biological father of my niece, and he actually lives in Morocco permanently. I have another brother in New York, which he happens to be a U.S. citizen and did filed my I-130 recently.
So what is the question?
So this is the one about bringing the niece for.
So is the niece's father a U.S. citizen?
So it looks like it's the other brother that's the U.S. citizen. The younger brother is still.
So it's an uncle who's a U.S. citizen.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, I mean it's the same.
It's the same.
Same. It's just
Okay.
you gotta get the the doctors.
All right.
And proof that the government's not going to pay for it.
Fox Racing wasn't playing.
Yeah. All right.
Get
So
that
Lisa
answer.
Bling Rose says, Brad, it's 7:28. Can you tell us what the gifts are?
Fair.
I am going to hand over.
Yes.
What I wrote at the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let everybody know.
Yeah.
That at the beginning of the show, I said there was going to be a circle of trust.
Mm-hmm.
If you get to 750 shares and 50 continuous. If you get to 750 shares and 50 people watching at the same exact time, if you do that, then we will give you a gift. And here it is.
I shall be reading it for you guys.
Woo!
And he wrote this again so we can read it.
Yes.
He did.
So
Thank
it's
you.
eligible. All right. So you guys get 3 different choices that you will get to pick for yourself. You either get an $8 gift certificate to Dunkin' Donuts, an $8 gift certificate to McDonald's, or an $8 gift certificate to Starbucks, which is amazing.
Wait.
Counting how many people won, it's a lot of money that he's going to be giving out. But
Every
we're not
single-
done.
You're going to do this to every single person?
For every single
Who made
person.
at least 2 comments.
So you had to have made 2 comments before Kim had put the congrats.
Yeah.
But we're not done. One lucky person out of all of you guys that won this will get their name put into the drum. The drum?
The
Correct.
drum.
The drum.
The drum.
The drum.
The drum.
And we will pick one name out, and you will have the chance to win a $25 gift certificate to Amex, an American Express card. Are you serious?
Yes.
Wait.
All for sharing.
All for sharing.
So everyone's gonna get a gift card regardless.
Everybody gets a gift card regardless.
If they have 2 comments.
Right.
And you're gonna give one person a $25 Amex card that they
Correct.
can spend anywhere?
Correct.
Damn, Brad.
Dang it.
Whew, and I'm the zany one today.
Yes.
You're a very nice person, man.
I am a nice person.
That's like, ew. And I just remembered we qualified.
Woo!
Woo, indeed.
They're going crazy in that
All
year,
right,
too.
so comments of the day. Thank you very much. Circle of Trust is right there for the squad. All right, what are our comments of the day?
Okay, our first comment is from Abigail Taylor Watson, who said, now we need new leggings to wear with my shirt. Can't wait to have y'all all over my body. Woo, woo.
She wants Bradshaw Live leggings.
She wants Bradshaw Live head to toe, Brad. She wants head to toe,
Oh, my
Brad.
God. All right, next.
Next, we've got Jelabi Shana, who said, I'm watching my favorite show while celebrating my son's birthday. Really
nice.
can't afford to miss this show.
That's
wow.
amazing.
Like sacrificing son's
Yes.
birthday
Aw.
time. That's a real one, Jella. Jacqueline Pummel, who I have never seen come out of the comment closet on YouTube, said, I love you guys. You all make my day every day. I wish your show was 7 days a week.
Oh.
We do not wish our show was 7 days a week.
That's
We would
amazing.
die.
We would die.
Do you know what it's like to put on a 2-hour unscripted show 5 days a week and have it produced as well as we have it done?
Yeah.
I think our producer would die.
It already takes 7 days a week, and
That's
then you guys
right.
want us on the air another 2 hours? I would die. Carrie Ann Wallace on Facebook said, it's a relaxing way to end your day, get free legal advice, and have lots of fun, plus a new family.
Yes.
Oh.
That's right.
And everybody's given their requests. McDonald's, Starbucks, and Dunkin'
You
got
to DM Kim.
You got to DM Kim, guys.
But don't do it now. Kim's going to DM you and say you
Yep.
won. She's going to count.
Yeah. Don't come at me. I'll come
That's
for you.
right.
And then finally, we've got Jeff Bosey, who was taken aback, Brad, when you were talking with Shane.
Jeff left already, but we could make him a comment of the day anyway.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, holy crap, I step away and Yo-Yo changed, and where did Kim go?
I don't know why everyone thought Shane was an older version of you.
No.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow's the last day of summer.
Is it really?
At least, in the...
Is it after Labor Day?
After Labor Day. Well, no, not on the calendar, but, but basically in everyone's mind.
Oh, okay.
It's back to school after Labor Day.
True that.
And it's the last day of summer. A couple things. Tomorrow's going to be our last show. Next week we're going to be off. I gave everybody off. So the entire Bradshaw Live staff is off next week. So there will be no show next week. So tomorrow's our last show for at least 5 or 6 days. And we are going to be back on, what day is that? Monday, what? September? We'll be live tomorrow.
Is that the 8th?
September 8th. And we'll be back live Monday, September 8th. So I just want to give 10th.
September 10th.
September 10th. So tomorrow's our last show until Monday, September 10th. Next week we will be what they call in the biz dark. But we will be back live on Monday, September 10th. We will be back live tomorrow at 5:30. See you then. So Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAW-LINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465.